We're beginning this video where the sign says Captain Charles A. Harding was a fourth-generation member of his family to live in Olmsted Falls, a 1933 graduate of Olmsted Falls High School, and an Eagle Scout. This bridge is a tribute to the memory of him, is for his valor, dedication, and courage. So this is Main Street. You can see specifically over there the Charles A. Harding Memorial Bridge sign. But we are in Olmsted Falls this evening. It's about 6:10 p.m. on October 15th, 2022. Temperature is roughly 50 degrees. In a separate long video prior to this, I recorded my bike ride from Cleveland all the way to Olmsted Falls. There's also a little underpass here where you could take the Olmsted Falls Village Park. And on River Road, I also looked at a Halloween house. So those two videos will be up at some point. But I've always wanted to show the uniqueness of this Olmsted Falls area leading up to the Grand Pacific Junction. The one bad thing is that because I'm doing this after 6 o'clock p.m., and by the way, if you hear any noise clanking, that's because I have my bicycle that I'm walking with me. Over there, it's the old wine cellar shops. But yeah, like I was saying, the one bad thing is that I believe most of these places closed at 6 o'clock p.m. But we can still get a good vibe of the atmosphere of what the area is like. Across the street says Moosehead, Roof and Ladder. I believe that's a restaurant. And I think this whole area is supposed to have like a Victorian architecture. Here's the Grand Pacific Wedding Chapel. Welcome to Grand Pacific Junction, historic Olmsted Falls. I hear a train up ahead. I didn't think an actual train rode through here. Excuse the little delay there. Just taking a picture. Oh, there is a train that goes through. Here's Millstone Mercantile. Well, hopefully the train is not too long, but I won't record while the train's passing by if I'm waiting. Just up ahead past these train tracks, as you see a store here, Willow and Wood. But just ahead past these train tracks would be the area that I actually think of as Grand Pacific Junction. See, but even the places like the Realty store, our Realty location, has that architecture. Let's go ahead and wait for this train to go by. Well, that wasn't too bad. It was probably only like 2 minutes that I was here. Across the street, the Grand Pacific Popcorn and Sweets. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see if any of these places are still open. Maybe the dining locations will be open. Some random person on a motorcycle said, "What the hell are you videotaping?" Here's toys, dolls, and minis. Look at that big sock monkey. Ohio Wick House, so they sell a bunch of candles. Interesting, it says Thursday, October 20th, 5 to 8 p.m. There's a Witches Night Out at Grand Pacific Junction. And here's Matteo's Casual Italian. They're still open. I've eaten at Matteo's a couple of times before. But here is Grand Pacific Junction. 15 unique specialty shops, restaurant, and parking. So I always think it's so cool to walk through here. And it's really only, it like maybe extends a little bit on the next block, but it's really this area here where it feels like you're immersed in your own world for a second. And this on the left, I believe, is the Grand Pacific Hotel. So that's like a small hotel if you want to stay in this type of community. But this whole house here is like a big upstairs and downstairs antique shop. We got the Falls ice cream shop and candy store over there. Little water pond with a alligator. There's a Clementine's Victorian restaurant and bakery over there. I'm just going around to the outside here for a second. This here was the old jailhouse in the 1860s. Now it's repurposed as a small boutique. And then adjacent to the, well, I think it's no longer Peltz and Simmer hardware and stoves, but that's what it was back in the day. It actually looks like fine dining inside, private banquet, that's what it says, inside of the hotel area. So now let's circle back around. A time to spa. But again, it says circa 1897 that this used to be Peltz and Simmer's warehouse. Farmhouse, 1834. Renee's Unique Boutique and more. And then across the street there on the left, there's Grand Pacific Junction parking for more spaces, as well as a wedding chapel. And this is another form of the parking lot. Let's back up and check out the remaining part of the stores here. If you're ever looking for a unique tourist destination in Northeast Ohio, I definitely encourage you to come out during the day when these places are open. The shops themselves are neat enough, but just feeling like you're escaping in the architecture is always what gets to me. And the old Grand Pacific Junction train. The artist colony, but it used to be Carriage House. If I'm not mistaken, this place here is really cool items inside. This was my favorite place, and it's a multi-level area as well. It has kind of a little bit of everything in terms of small decorations, and then there's a second level that has like children's toys and such. I like these little knickknacks like the skeletons and other cute decorations. Who doesn't like the old style telephone, right? There's a Falls family restaurant across the street there. Yeah, so for as many cars that are here right now, I assume that Matteo's Italian restaurant is probably what's booming right now. They look pretty well crowded inside. There's also a Depot barber shop, Peg's Knit and Spin, and then La Blanca Bridal. So maybe one time we'll come back and try to do some video footage inside the stores. But for now, if you enjoyed this little tour of the Grand Pacific Junction area, feel free to hit the like button. Give us a subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. Tell us if you've ever been to this area. And we will see you next time. One little side note. I think you can step... Yeah, you can step up there technically. I don't think you can go in the train car. But you can step up there and do like a little... sightseeing on this side, which leads you back to the gazebo. And then down below you've got kind of a creek. So yeah, just the whole atmosphere is very cool to see. But signing off from Grand Pacific Junction.